It is finally time. I've been waiting all week for this day, so we can finally get back to the Kingston Range. See what kind of amazing crystals we can find today. The sun will be up in probably the next 15-20 minutes or so. Sunrise will be to our back as we head on in to the Kingston Range. See what kind of amazing amethyst, citrine, smoky quartz crystals we can find out here today. Let's go, guys. Enjoy the show. All right, let's get our hike on. Okay, grab our bucket. Check this out. Something I noticed. What? Made in the USA. Oh, we're finally starting to do it again. Even if we have to start with buckets and work our way up. Let's get on. Hike on into the Kingston Range Mountains and find some amazing treasures. It's an awesome view. I was gonna go up, hike up this area to these outcrops up here, but I think instead I'm gonna hike around this ridge and then up towards this other outcrop there, up to the backside of this. But can't help but to stop and look while we, oh shoot. While we hike. Oh wow. Check that out. A little babies. Come on, focus. And little baby clusters. A couple terminations in there. That's cool. Little tiny piece there. Very light, easy to carry. Oh wow, check that out. We're getting close to some good stuff. I always look for, when I start to see some good points, sometimes a little bit of color. There's a little point in there. A little pocket. Cool. Nice. All right, we got some little points in there as well. Cool. But this piece, not a keeper for me, because I'm kind of just getting started. Oh wow, another piece here. Oh, check that out. Look at the points. Little pocket there. Again, it's so early. If I was headed back to my car now and I had nothing in my hands, nothing in my backpack, then maybe keep some of these pieces. Kind of cool. But I'll just leave those guys. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. We started to get a little bit of color. No amethyst yet. But I haven't smashed her open to see. Oh, check that out. Check that out. Nice big termination there. Again, it's kind of early. So, she's gonna have to stay there as well. Let's continue on. Don't forget our little baby. Little baby. That kind of cat. Moving on. Let's go that way. All right, now that I got some altitude, oh, we made some progress. We came from way on the other side of that over there. And I was thinking of working my way up there. But just amazing out here. Very cool. Today I am drinking electrolyte. Just a electrolyte beverage, really good. Nice and tasty. Instead of just plain old water, you know, hiking around out here really takes a lot out of you, so you really want to drink something other than water. You know, at least Gatorade or Powerade or something, but bump it up and put some electrolytes back in your body. All right, let's move on. All right, made it down into the wash. I was up over that hill. So instead of going up that way, I'm contemplating whether I'm gonna go up that route, up to those outcrops way up that direction. Definitely gonna be some new grounds to be exploring, which is what I love doing. I don't really want to come out here and go to the same spot every time when I got all this. Like, there's stuff everywhere. So, you know, woohoo! Watch your step. Ooh, check that out. Set the bucket down. What? Check that out. What? Oh. You know, this is in the wash. So, of course, it's been pushed around a bit. It looks like all the longer crystals are been broken because it's in the wash, being tumbled around. So I won't even bother taking that piece. Check out. All right. Ooh. We have a little pocket in there with some teeth. See the quartz crystal? That's cool. How many other pockets are on this piece? Oh wow, check out. We have some pockets in there. And then check out this. That's cool. All those crystals in there. Oh, those little quartz crystals. That's cool. Oh wow, check that out. Wow. Again, she broken from being in this wash, but look at all those points. I can't tell if that's citrine and clear or just dirty, but so far it looks citrine. But being in the sun, a bit faded. That seam all the way through it. And I'm not going to take this one either because it's just a little big and I'm not on my way back to the vehicle yet. But I think this helps me make up my mind. I was thinking about just hiking out that direction and then up. But I'm finding some pretty good little quartz pieces right here. So now I'm thinking this stuff came from up there. So I think in this situation, the obvious answer is if I want better quality stuff, bigger stuff, unbroken stuff, we need to go to the source. We need to locate the source. So let's go on up that direction somewhere and see what we can find. Awesome. No way. I've been placing these pieces as I find them. You know, ones that I don't plan on taking with me, I'll set them up on a rock. Let me turn and get the sun on it. That's cool. All that jersey on there. That's... Someone will love that piece that's been hiking around, haven't found nothing, and be like, wow, now this is a keeper. Check, this is pretty cool too. It's got some little baby terminated quartz crystals in there. Some clear and some milky white. So I just leave those for people. All right. Let's go. Let's see what we find next. Right now, just kind of moving slowly. As you can see, the footing is crucial in these areas, especially since you got to hike out of them. But I'm just kind of looking. I see over here someone put, or you know, anything could have happened to get that rock on there. But if somebody like me is going by, picking up cool things and putting them down, so as I'm walking by, I check them out. And then maybe if I see something, oh shiznit, look what I just hit. See? That's why we wear gloves. Holy crap, look at those things. I've never seen such an ant. Wow. Those are like, those are black and red. Let's make sure we take 0 of you home with me. Oh, screw that. But that's not going to stop me from turning rocks over. That's just going to make me be a little more cautious. Let's check that out. What? Oh, no way. Wow, I wasn't expecting to find you over here. What? Oh, wow. I was expecting to find some better stuff up there, but what? Check this. Hold on. Hey, let me have a seat. Look at that. Look at how chunky those are. Wow. That is cool. It's just like a little nest of quartz crystals. Just a lot of cool terminations. That's cool. Man. I gotta keep my eyes peeled now that I know that this quality of stuff is on the surface where I'm at now. Not amethyst, but it's cool as heck anyway. Check that out, the chunkies. That's cool. And like to my finger. Let's see. I got big fingers too, so those are pretty good sized crystals. Nice. Sweet. I'm going to take my rock hammer and break off some of the end there. Some of that half on the right. Limit the weight, but always checking the holes. Make sure I don't grab a snake by the neck. Snakes have necks. Make sure I don't grab a snake. I'll put it that way. Nope. Just a piece of granite. Which, where the quartz will be. We just need to find a granite with the quartz veins in it. So let's move really slow now. We're just going to try to work our way one way or another. We're trying to work our way around either left or right so that we can get up in this area and start hiking back up. Cool. Awesome. All right, let's go. Whee! Oh wow, check that out. Oh wow, now that I really get a better look at it, my eyes focus. Holy moly. Oh. Look at that. Yes. We have some dips. Well, now we do a little bit of digging. Trying to go up in elevation a little bit. So, I mean, we're getting to where we got some stuff exposed on the surface, but I don't want to start digging too much yet. I still want to get up in elevation to where the stuff that's exposed like this is even better. Oh, look. Wow, cool. We got a quartz seam there. Then check that out. We got some crystal teeth. That's cool. It's dirty in here, but it looks like some more teeth in there. Yeah. That's cool. And this is just one little piece out of that spot, so maybe get some better samples out of there. But we'll set that aside and probably put it up high for somebody to come across. All right, we're gonna dig around in this area for a little bit, it looks like. See if we can't find something special. And you can have an area where you just got a bunch of little crystals, but you're gonna find your freak of nature one. It's 10 times bigger than everything else. That's what we're looking for. Maybe to be citrine or amethyst instead of just clear. Or okay, I'm trying to get to where I can get some leverage and pull this bad boy out. All right, there we go. Oy. She heavy. Don't look like we have any. Oh, what's going on the bottom side there? What? I'm like, you can't be all kinds of crazy because I don't feel like carrying another 50-pound boulder back to my vehicle across the mountains. Oh, look at that. So, this is a pretty cool chunk here, but it's not a chunk that I'm gonna hustle out of here. That's cool. Somebody's gonna find this thing sitting here and be like, wow. I mean, how long is it gonna be before someone hikes up this area? Week? 10 years? Check that out. Looks a little pinkish in there. Maybe a little citrine. This is very faint. Man, that is cool. Alright, let's continue on. We'll spend a hot minute here. And then we'll move up, definitely further up the hill. Because that piece right there was sitting right there. Probably came from up there somewhere. So, let's go find the source. Alright guys, serious question right now. I'm about to drop an F-bomb, so cover your kids' ears. Have you ever had one of those while rockhounding? Holy fuck moments where everything stops for a second. Like everything stands still, and what you're staring at is just like your holy fuck moment, right? So excuse my French. But that piece we were just looking at that I was regretfully having to leave, but because of its weight, I didn't want to. We have some freaking excellent news, and we have some freaking terrible news at the same time. I fucking hate this. I'm about 1.5 miles from my vehicle that way, but I think I'm gonna have to go through that way and around. But this is why. Look at my holy fuck moment. I decided to just go ahead and break this bad boy. I was chipping away at the side, and I thought I saw a little bit of color, so I wanted to go ahead and really participate in some destruction. So I really whacked away with my rock hammer, not even a sledge. And check out what the fuck we found. Check this shit out. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, look as big as my hand. A big fucking chunk of amethyst. Alright, I'm gonna try to stop with the F-bombs now. But check that out. And then the unfortunate part is it's all the way in this bad boy. Those other crystals on the outside that I thought were a little citrine, that's possible. But more than likely, it is that they were amethyst at one point. Just sitting there. Oh, we ain't gonna let you escape. That one fell off. That is going home with me too. Well, it was just sitting right there. But, I mean, look at the size of this thing compared to my hand. I'm like 6'4", big hands. So, this is another like 40, is at least 40 pounds. I'd say between 35 and 45, right in that area. But, what the fuck? So I know I said I'm done with the F-bombs, but I highly doubt I'm done with the F-bombs. Look at this shit. Look at it! Oh my god! The very unfortunate part is the hike back to my vehicle I have to do with this. The good thing is I only have a few smalls right now, because I was leaving all the bigger pieces behind me. But when you come across a piece like this, yeah, you go ahead and leave it behind, but you're probably gonna have something better in your hands. And now my other dilemma is I was working my way up this way, and I was gonna try to just weed up this direction and just explore for goodies on my way. This is a complete scouting trip. I've never been to this area of the Kingston Range. So again, I'm just kind of taking mental notes on where I'm finding the amethyst, and no GPS coordinates. I just like go left at the big boulder, go right at the broken, those are gonna be my directions. Oh my god, this is so freaking cool. So usually when I go hiking up somewhere, I end up finding a easier, quicker route down. When you're up above looking down at such a steep angle, you can see all the routes, you can see the grades. When you're on the ground trying to see through all this brush, you really can't see the path that's maybe on the other side of that. So I just find whatever the best path is. Actually, usually I don't follow a path, I follow the breadcrumbs. I will literally go through all this if I'm finding cool pieces on my way through. But it's warming up. It's supposed to be about 68 today. Snakes are gonna be coming out soon. I mean, not soon today, but soon. The weather's warming up. What would you do? I mean, what would you guys do? Would you just say screw it? it's been a good day. Let's just save the rest of our energy to hump this out of here. Or would you say, my backpack's empty? I could pop this bad boy in my backpack. I hardly have anything in my bucket, and let's make our way up a little ways to see what else you find. Or would you say, just leave everything here and go up the mountain with just a backpack on and explore a little bit, scout a little bit. If you don't find much, turn around, come back down, gather up your goodies, and head out. So I have a few options. What would you guys do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave everything here, including the bucket, and I'm going to go up there like 100, 200 feet and explore around a little bit and see if I can find anything else. Of course, I'm taking my rock hammer because I'm going to be doing some more busting open, it looks like. Holy crap. Look at all these, look at that channel in there. Those terminations. That is huge. That's like as wide as a softball is round. Oh my God. I need a bigger saw. I don't want to just break all this up with the hammer. Man, there's probably some more pockets inside this monster. Fuck. Yes. Holy yes. It's only like 11 o'clock right now, 11:15. What? This is so cool. I think what I'm going to do next time I come up here is I'm going to come back to this area. But I'm not going to come just straight to here, this area, and dig around and stuff. I'm going to come to this area just to make more progress further up. If this amethyst bad boy is here, then this is a sweet area to do some scouting around in. No doubt about it. You'd be a fool to pass up this area and keep on going. Especially when I'm at the lower elevation. This most likely came from up the mountain. Let's go. Wow, man, this is so cool. I want to go wow and just hear it echo throughout here. But there's some other rockhounders on the other side of this mountain here, and they're exploring out there. And you know, it's like fishing. When I'm catching a fish and there's other people fishing a couple 100 feet away, I want to scream and be like, yeah, I got one. But if you've done that before, you've noticed how as soon as you've done that, it don't matter how big the lake is, all of a sudden you have people 20 feet from you putting their poles in the water. You're like, this is an entire lake, man. It's like, so, yeah. Let's keep this spot to ourselves for right now and just celebrate silently. Yeah! Wow! Oh, my God. All right, guys. This is a freaking awesome day. All right. Oh, there's those guys over there. I came from that wash down there with that huge piece of amethyst. Nothing really too major. Little things here and there. Still making progress though. But, ooh, wow. I see something white. See that white right there? Glowing from the sun's reflection and all this granite. Only thing that's gonna glow white like that and all this granite is gonna be white quartz. Let's go check that out. Oh wow. Let's check this out. Nothing on it, but you see the beginnings of a quartz seam in it. Let's do a little bit of digging around right quick. Oh, a little tiny towel. There's something in here. Let's keep going. We're getting into something right here. Oh, what do we got here? Don't look the same as everything else I've been pulling out. So, oh, what? Oh, check that out. That's just a big chunk of quartz. There's like no granite. Like that piece down there that's amethyst. This may be amethyst too if I give it a whack. But I want to get her all cleaned up. Oh man, but look at these. You can see all these terminations in this. All these terminations right there. Compared to my thumb, those are pretty big crystals. A little pocket that goes in. And goes through there. Wow, this is going to be another sweet piece. Oh man, I can't wait to get this cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and do some poking around in here. See if there's any more. This was down a few inches, so there may be a pocket in here. So let's go ahead and do some digging around. Oh my goodness. Good thing I decided to venture uphill. Oh man. All right, we're going to come right back to this spot. Hang tight with me. Let's go. Ooh. Another big chunk of quartz. But that's not pure quartz, that's kind of mixed. We're going to break that open though to see if there's amethyst in it. So we're working our way up to this. Woo-hoo-hoo. Watch where you're putting your feet, Chris. Oh, what? Look. Please be beautiful on the other side. Oh man, you've been taken for a tumbling. Oh. Alright, I'm lightheaded. Moved up to elevation too fast. So let's sit down. And take a sweet look at this, holy fudge. What? That is cool. That's just a big chunk. This is a seam. This came from a seam up this mountain somewhere. This is a big chunk of seam. Just imagine if we come across the outcrop up there where this came from and we can see far enough in with the big amethyst crystals. That would be sweet. Right here we have a citrine. And like that other one that's down there, nut wash, this may have some amethyst inside since this was just laying on the surface. Oh yeah. There's no just like real tips that are exposed other than on the side here. Check that out. That is so cool. And then there. But I'm sure once I get this open, one way or another, we'll see a lot more. Should I just, okay guys, would you leave it just like it is and display it somehow? Or would you break it open or cut it open? What would you do? What would you do? I won't do nothing other than clean it so we can see at the end of this video this piece a little bit cleaner. But what would you do with this piece? Leave it like it is, cut it, break it open, see if it's maybe amethyst. Oh man, I could be here, well, I'm gonna be here all day it looks like. But instead, I'm gonna save my energy. It looks like I'm gonna have some big things to carry out. This piece right here, that bigger piece right down there, and at the bottom of this mountain where the wash is. It's probably about 70 pounds so far. So I think I'll save my energy, huff this 70 pounds back to my vehicle, eat some lunch, have some drinks, cool down, and then I will come back to this area. It looks like I'm in a sweet spot over there. I'm going to do a little more digging before I wrap it up. If I find something while I'm digging, I'll bring you guys back. But otherwise, I think I'm going to grab this piece right here, turn around, do a little bit digging. If I don't find nothing, grab my bucket, load my backpack, and then hike back. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like my videos, comment. Let me know what you think. Do I need to do more of something, less of something? You know, the viewers will definitely help channels improve if the creators can take a little constructive criticism, and I more than welcome it. All right, let's work our way back, and then we'll see you guys at the end of the video. If we don't find any delicious pieces on our way back, I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Just blow through these real quick to show you how cool they look cleaned up at the Kingston Ridge on an amazing Rockhound treasure hunt. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. All right, we made it back down from up there where we were. Just kind of weeded our way through following the trails that exist. Missed my bucket with the amethyst sitting next to it. It's gonna be over here somewhere. Or over here. I gotta backtrack. I think when I climbed the hill, I kind of zigzagged working my way around. So, but when I got down here, I started seeing these pieces of quartz. Right. So I went ahead and sat down my big quartz crystal seam chunks that I have, and I picked up this piece here, which is indicative of the quartz out here that has the amethyst in it. So what do you think I found when I took my rock hammer to it? What? Oh my God! It looked like a nothing chunk of white quartz. No like termination, no quartz crystals, really visual, but check that out. Wait a minute, that's not it. When we broke it open, we exposed somewhat of a pocket that was inside. So now we actually have some quartz crystal terminations. And then we flip it over, and this is the other side. What? Oh my God! Shit! Like, people are over there. I want to scream my ass off right now. And then the bigger chunk, again, not much going on. A little tiny pocket with some quartz in there, crystals. Oh, we got a little bit of terminations there. That's kind of cool. But the part that got broken open. Oh man, look at that! Oh. We scored another day at the Kingston Range in a completely different area. Scored again with the amethyst. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that if I was to break this open, there's going to be amethyst in it. But I mean, that just looked freaking cool like that. But again, what's the majority of you guys think? What should happen with it? Should we cut it, break it open, or just leave it just the way it is? Look at that. This place is freaking awesome. Oh my God. I mean, when I get out of the vehicle, I hike around the first few hundred feet, and you're not going to find nothing. I don't. So the people that come out here and just think they're going to get out of their vehicle and hike around for an hour around their vehicle, a couple hundred feet away from their vehicle, you're really not going to find much, if anything at all. Just bring some snacks, some energy bars, hit the Stairmaster for a few weekends, and then come out here for the Kingston Range Crystal Marathon. It's freaking awesome. And then bring a rock hammer with you. When you find some white pieces of quartz, just chunky white quartz, and there's not a whole lot of crystals that you don't mind breaking the piece open, you may be lucky and come across some of this beautiful amethyst. Oh my God. Oh my God! Let's go! Let's load up. Let's find that bucket and the major chunks of amethyst, because I'm going to camp out in this wash until I find it. And then let's work our way. We're just going to hike down. And there's a road down there where those guys are kind of parked by the road. We're gonna hike down to that road and then just walk the road back. I'm not gonna fight that. Hell no. Okay. All right, let's go. All right, I gotta get over this mountain. You see ahead of us, not this one way back there, but this the peak of this. We have to get over that, and then there's another hill over that, and another hill over that, and then a road we'll finally catch up with. So I thought maybe you'd like to laugh at a fool with too much treasure. Freaking heavy. All right. There was one time where I had my backpack probably about 40 pounds worth of stuff in it, and a freaking twig. My legs were so toast. A twig tripped me, and I fell forward. I had my hands full, so that stuff went flying. Put my hands out just in time to catch me, but ooh. All right, hold on. This is gonna hurt. But we have to fucking look. I just saw the glisten. That's what I saw. Good little pocket. Yeah, you're not going with me. Let me see this one right here. Oh shit! What? Is that poisonous? Who knows? Ooh, check that out. Ooh, more. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. A snake! What? Oh my God, it's coming out. Is it poisonous? Oh, I got little tiny eyes. I don't think it's poisonous. Oh, I don't think it's... I remember when their eyes are shaped like that, it's non-poisonous. Alright. I'm sorry, little fella. You're not out to hurt me, so I'll leave you alone. But man. Whoa, look at a little tip. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like it's some amethyst in there. Right where the crystal meets the rest of the quartz. Let me see. Oh man. Okay. It looks like amethyst, doesn't it? Oh. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, yeah, whatever. Maybe some citrine in here? I don't know. What I do know is I'm not going to take it because, because this is freaking heavy. A snake! Oh my God! What kind of snake was that? Was it poisonous? That looked like a gardener snake, but with the big bright orange stripe on it. So I mean, there's the problem is you never know when there's gonna be a little rattlesnake. In California, some of the most deadly rattlesnakes on this planet. So who's to say if you go to flip a rock over and the snake is facing your hand and just ready to strike? The problem with a small infantile rattlesnake being underneath a rock and biting you is just like venomous spiders that are youngsters. They don't know how to control their venom. They'll dump it out on one bite. They'll just hit you and hold on. The adults will usually hit and release. Like they save their poison. They know better. They know their poison is how they eat, how they survive. So that woke me up. Let's go. Let's get out of here, guys. I gotta use two hands, so say bye-bye to me. Let's make it to the vehicle. All right. I made it. I'm alive. I'm not breathing normal. For sure I'm not breathing normal, but I'm breathing. I was on the other side of this, like this road goes up and around and that way, and then it goes that direction. I kind of went around the corner here to just the other side of this little mountain, and then I went off the road and I just hiked over through that mountain, and then I started going up this direction, the backside of that, and that's where I found all this awesome stuff. And my God, never mind the white skin. I know I'm super white, but the only way I'm gonna get tan is if I take my freaking shirt off. Good shit. I bet you my face is freaking red. I haven't looked in the mirror yet, but I need some fluids, some food, rest for a bit. Then I'm gonna go ahead and head on out, head home, get these things cleaned up and show you guys what they look like. Oh my God, I've never been in so much pain and had to walk so far through like high desert, all the bushes and stuff like you see behind me, and it gets worse as you get up there, as you saw. But like, when I was a bad kid when I was small. I messed up all the time. And back, my parents were born in the 50s, so they believed in spankings, which is probably why I turned out good as an adult. They righted me as a child, and I learned right from wrong that way. But my mom would spank me, and she said I must be crazy because she'd spank me, and I would smile and then giggle, and that would make her madder. So she'd spank harder and a couple more, and she wouldn't really stop until I started crying. So it's like almost pain brings me a smile, but not so much. I mean, I have this backpack with like 40, 50, who knows, I'll weigh it later, 40 or 50 pounds, but that thing's so jagged and sharp, it kept kind of righting itself just to make sure that the pointiest part was right in the center of my back. And I still had a smile the whole way. I am still laughing and smiling about it. As painful, as torturous as it was, because I know I know what I got. All right, it's enough of the rambling. Let's get some fluids, some food, and then get home. Remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like my videos. Oh my God, it was such a fun day out there. Holy smokes. So back at home, so far I've just did a soft soapy cleaning with some Dawn soap and warm water and some soft toothbrushes. And prior to that, I rinsed them off with the hose. So let's breeze through the finds and show you these amazing pieces that we brought home. We'll go from smallest to largest, and let me see if you guys can guess what I'm naming my best find of the day, which will be the last piece, being that it's the biggest. So check this out. You can clearly see the amethyst in here. Check out the points on these pretty fat quartz crystals. I mean, I got a pretty good size index finger, and it's about as big as my index finger. Very cool piece with some amethyst in there. Amazing. Next, we have just a few of these. Very cool quartz crystals in there. Not really too much smoky or amethyst going on. I just like these chunky quartz crystals. And then we have this one here. Same thing, another just chunky quartz, lots of terminations in there. Just a very cool piece. these out of the way. And then we have this one here. I think I found this piece off camera. So check it out. We have some amethyst crystals in here. They're terminated. They're growing out of the quartz. And you can see the termination there. And then inside here, what we have is there's a looks like a cluster of a few amethyst crystals growing up this way into the back side of these crystals. And then on the inside there in that cavity, you see some more amethyst crystals just growing all these different directions in there. That is just awesome. And then over on this side here, we have another, it's more of a looks like milky white quartz to clear quartz, but you can see termination right here. It terminates into the quartz. That's very, very cool looking. I mean, then we have all these other quartz crystals in here. They got a little bit of amethyst in them still. Yeah, I did not break this piece off anything. This is how I found it. And then we have all these amethysts. We got some citrine in there mixed with some amethyst. A little pocket in here. Just a beautiful piece. I love it. Amazing. And then next, like I said, from biggest to smallest. So this guy's next. This piece I did smash up, but I mean, what would you think if you found this laying on the side of a mountain, right? I think I flipped her over and I noticed just a hint of amethyst in here. So I went ahead and took a whack. Pow! Amazing. All those, it's just like a chunk of a seam with all amethyst crystals on the inside. I went ahead and took another whack. Pow! That's just freaking amazing. There's no terminations, no like for say crystals, but I like these pieces like this. It's just cool. It's like what you have here in the seam is you have your crystals, right? And these would be the terminations, more crystals, terminations, and they're just kind of seamed together. And in some places, you'll see the seam opening up where you can see some of the crystal terminations and the rest of them just kind of grow together. Some of them you see a big pocket, and that's where you want to go in and try to, if you can't just remove chunks of it, try to get out the good crystals. You know, you reach into the pocket and you pop out chunks like this. That wasn't from today. That was from my buddy Shane. Left them for me. So, another cool find. And then next, this piece here. I had to bring her home. No amethyst. But look at all those terminated crystals in there. Wow. I mean, who knows? I can probably cut this open or cut off some of the access. Probably going to be another pocket in there. Some more amethyst. We got this real porous granite quartz mixture out there. It's kind of like lava rock, but it's not. And that's where you find some of the better specimens, especially when you break it open and you get into some pockets. This is beautiful. I love that piece. Very cool. Biggest to smallest. Let me see. We have just a few more pieces. All right. Check this one out. Okay, we got this very cool chunky, and then some more just chunky quartz crystal on the end there, and just a big chunk of quartz. Looks like some quartz and granite. And this piece I went ahead and took a whack at. And when I whacked it, oh, let me point out this here. Very cool. Little terminations here. So check that out. And then we have the first whack revealed some amethyst in there, and you can see those teeth I was talking about, how they're kind of scissoring together like a zipper effect with the amethyst crystals in a way. I went ahead, I wanted to see deeper into it, so I went ahead and hit her again to see if it was going to get better or if that was going to be just it for the amethyst in a way, you know. And I saw another cool pocket, and you see some granite here and then more quartz up here. See little tiny pockets with little crystals in there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool piece. All right. Next, we have this. Another chunk of a seam. But you can clearly see some citrine in there. There's also some amethyst. But look at all these teeth. How the seam is kind of opening up. Right? And there are very cool crystals all over this piece. Let me show you a couple. Like in here. See that big fat clear quartz crystal in there, and it's just starting to get terminated as it's rising into the rest of her here. Let me flip it over and you'll see more terminations in there. It's a cool tight pocket. And I was studying this earlier and I was noticing all these crystals in there. And of course, now that I'm on camera with it, I'm like, where'd you go? But it's just a big cluster of crystals, basically. They're just like a big ball of glued together crystals. It's just cool. I know. Oh, I love these pieces like this. There she is. That's the one I was looking for. Look at that fat, chunky, terminated crystal pocket going in there. And we have all these other crystals here. Some citrine in there, and I know there's amethyst in this thing. I don't want to break her open to find out for sure, but I know there is. So there's that one there. Two more pieces. This one here, at first glance, it's just not much. But when you study it for just a minute, you're like, what? So check this out. Big fat terminated crystal in there. Just growing in to the rest of the quartz here. But you can see all these fat crystals that were terminated at one point, or trying to be terminated. We got this one here on this side. But check this out. We have an amethyst pocket in there. There's some clear quartz crystals. Some amethyst is so light, it's like a pinkish color. And that's just so awesome. It looks like maybe a little bit of citrine in there as well. Then we got a little pocket in here. That's just a little pocket. And then when I flip her over to this side, you see this amethyst little pocket here. That's pretty cool. And then, but wait, there's more. But check it out as I rotate it. You can just see all the different areas where there's crystals, or was at one point. Again, it's just a chunk of a quartz crystal seam. And right here, there's amethyst in there. Obviously, these little quartz amethyst pockets here. It's another piece where you're like, I wonder what's going on inside this thing. Just so cool. It's just a crazy looking piece. A little pocket right there. Let me show you the last piece we have. My favorite. All right. My favorite piece of the day. If you remember in earlier in the video, this was just a piece of it, but look at a little termination there. Amethyst, that's pretty cool. All right. My favorite piece of the day. But then there's this piece here that came off of her. Man, was I shocked when I took a couple whacks with my rock hammer with this, or at this, and this chunk here came off. Look at all those amethyst crystals. There's just so much going on with this piece. I was just like, when this piece hit the ground after I took a whack at it, I was like, my jaw just dropped. I was like, so check this one out. Let me show you. Now that she's cleaned up, oh man, she's heavy. Okay. Look at the pocket here. Some fat crystals there. All right, there's some pretty chunky crystals in there. We have another big fat pocket in here. All right, and then like this whole chunk here is just a quartz crystal ball, in a way. I mean, look at that other pocket on this side here, and then on this side we have pockets there. I mean, let me flip her upside down. Look at the bottom of her. What is just all over. All right, and oh, camera bounced right into you. Okay, and then we got the main mouth. I mean, when this piece was first uncovered, I knew it was unique. I knew it was a big chunk of quartz, but I didn't realize how amethyst it would be. I didn't realize how much was really going on with this piece. And like the first thing, I'm usually pretty good with watching my F-bombs and how I present myself, you know, when I'm making the videos. But this thing, it just out of control. I was just like, what the F? Bleep, 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 bleep. Like, you should have heard me before I turned the camera back on. I guess this is so awesome. I mean, her name, I think it suits the first thing that came out of my mouth when this piece hit the ground. I call her F-bomb. She is the F-bomb. For me, I mean, right now, as far as amethyst hunting and the Kingston Range, this has got to be the best piece I found so far. I mean, I could find big fat quartz crystals and little clusters of quartz crystals, amethyst, whatever. But this, unfortunate part, I don't have a saw big enough to slab this. This is a huge piece. It's going to be part of my family for quite a while. You know, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I left one out. Oh no. This guy was set aside. I completely forgot to bring her into the picture. But like I was saying, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'm going back out to the Kingston Range this weekend. Starting to get hot out there, but after finding this piece and some other things that I found out there, I can't wait to see what else is waiting out there with my name on it. Please subscribe, like my videos. I hope you enjoy the show. Rock on and have a great weekend.